Hello and welcome to 4am Art. So in the last video, we learned how to take simple shapes such as squares, triangles, and rectangles and convert them into three-dimensional objects such as cubes, rectangular prisms, and cones. And we did that using just pencil lines. So in this video, we're going to take that a step further by adding some shading and make our objects look even more three-dimensional. So it's very easy. We'll just imagine that the light is coming from the upper left. So all the parts of the object on the right side will be in shadow, or basically just get a darker tone. And we just do this with our pencil. And for flat planes, such as this end of the box, the shading will be all even without really any gradient. But if we take an object that has curved surfaces, we are going to have a gradient, and starting from the bottom, we'll have the darkest tones, and by slowly decreasing the pressure on the pencil, we can get lighter and lighter tones. So with the sphere, we'll just go ahead and do the same thing, but we're going to continue the overall curvature of the shading so that it's more believable. You don't want a straight line here at any point because the whole surface is going to be curved. Same with our egg-shaped object. We'll follow the initial curve with our darkest tones, putting a lot of pressure on the pencil. And then slowly, as we go up, decrease the pressure on that pencil to get lighter and lighter tones. So the highlight of the objects, of course, will be the upper left surfaces. So we'll go ahead and take all the objects we drew in the previous video and let's try to do some simple shading. As I mentioned, flat surfaces such as this edge of this box or cube will have an even tone throughout. Same with this triangular object. And here's our cone. Imagine again that the light is coming from the upper left. So we'll start with the darkest tones on the right side of the cone. Use a lot of pressure initially to get some darker tones. You could also use a softer leaded pencil, such as a 4B or 6B. And then as you get to the lighter tones, switch over to say a 2B or an HB pencil. Here I'm just using the same pencil and I'm just varying the pressure that I place on the lead. Again, we're back to a flat surface with this rectangular prism and trying to keep that tone as even as I can. And with this egg shape, we already did this prior. More of the same. Now if we look at this octagonal object, we are going to get a gradient from the lowest part of the side to the upper, but because these are separate flat surfaces, we're actually going to have distinct differences in the value of our shading. So we start with the lowest facet, which is the darkest tone. The next one will be a little bit lighter, and the next one will be lighter still. Just because, as I mentioned, those are flat surfaces. This pyramid is pretty straightforward. Again, we're going to keep the value fairly even throughout. And we're back to our curved surface. And we're going to try to make the gradient as smooth as we can from darkest to light. So as you can see, a little bit of simple shading can go a long way in making your drawing more believable, in helping to help your objects look like they have 3 dimensions. So I hope you found this video helpful and useful, and if so, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.